whoever you are watching this, uh, you shouldn't trust me. That's kind of the point of this video, but especially me. I'm not a teacher. I don't consider myself qualified to talk about the Dhamma. But I have one thing I thought would potentially be helpful in case anyone stumbles upon this. I've met teachers who have purported to have these psychic abilities. I've met teachers who don't sleep, period. Conversely, I've met teachers who say it's not possible to end suffering when it is. I've met teachers who live these very, very, very busy lives and yet claim to be authentic teachers and disciples of the Buddhist teachings. I'm not a perennialist. I don't have this pluralistic worldview, but I don't think it's very helpful to call it, say a teacher is in this lineage or a teacher isn't Buddhist. I think there's a much better metric by which you can judge someone's authenticity. Instead, I want to quickly touch on the concept of sankhara. Sankhara is translated as intention, as volition, as determinations, as choices even. I like intention. A good metric is to see, is this teacher wanting to grow their flock? Are they wanting to collect more teachings, spread it actively, make an effort? And that doesn't necessarily mean they won't have a website or something like that, just as a means of making it as an offering. But if you detect even the slightest bit of intention that is rooted in selfhood, in growing this thing that is impermanent, subject to death, subject to illness, subject to aging, then no way they're a teacher. If they trust any form of intention, even if that intention is to be one with everything, then not trustworthy. If a teacher enjoys any kind of sankhara, delights in it, relies on it, considers it trustworthy, not a good teacher. If they do it as a necessity or byproduct or a habit of the body that is not personal, that is not self-aggrandizing, then they are far more trustworthy. So basically, if you hear a teacher talk about how they've had such and such an experience, even if it's directly in line with your belief system, your conditioned belief system, or the suttas, or whatever it is, not trustworthy. So in a way, this no self idea is right, but it's coming from a different angle. It's not coming from the angle of experience or of memory or of anything. Is there any connection to this so-called self, or are they completely disconnected? So an arhat or even any teacher, a stream entrant, would have intentions, but the relationship to the intention is completely impersonal. It's other. It's as other as a random tree in the woods. So when you're going out and speaking to a teacher or looking at a teacher, don't pay attention to experiences. Pay attention to behavior. Pay attention to how this behavior is motivated or rather unmotivated by a self.